What am I doing? Hello everyone, my name is Jess, and this is my YouTube channel. If you're new here and you like my face, subscribe down below, hit the thumbs up if you like it. You're going into my past once again. Fun stuff. In middle school, I thought that I could become a writer and write a novel, and I was determined to do this. And now I'm gonna react to what I wrote. This story is called Beyond the Frame. What I remember about it is that it was a concept where this girl could travel through time, but like through pictures. So she would somehow, I don't really remember how exactly it worked, but she would be able to go into pictures and travel to that exact moment where the picture, and that's a trademark. So if any of you people steal my idea, I'm coming for you. Bitch, you need to include me at least in the thank you section. I'm officially dead meat. There's a big fat F across the top of my report. That's how I started it. I'm officially dead meat. It's not even in quotations, it's just in bold font. My mom is going to kill me! In all caps. Well, kill me's in all caps. The crappy thing is that I had to show it to her because my history teacher wants it signed. I wrote that because when I was younger, if you did really bad on a test or quiz, they would make your parents sign it so they saw your failure. You think that failing wasn't enough punishment? I'm ashamed, man. When I do badly on something, I'm ashamed. But I guess it's I could always forge. I tried to write forge, but I wrote for edge. Her signature, but I decide not to because I'm not really in the mood to be grounded for 2 weeks. Mom enters the room and says, "Jill, can you please stop being lazy and dust the picture frames for me?" Wow, I don't keep this idea subtle at all. Like, okay, fine. I mumble under my breath. I get off the sofa and then I shuffle to the closet for the duster. I then walk over to our family photo from last year and think, how boring is my life? That's me every day. Honest. I'm still relatable. Wait, what was that? Did someone just wink in that picture? I'm writing like that show House of Anubis, like how terribly they act. That's the equivalent of my writing skills. This is why I will never become a novelist. Need a closer look. I lean toward the picture to see if my eyes were playing tricks on me. But I keep seeing my sister in the picture winking at me. Who even winks, guys? That's how I would probably end up flirting with someone. I would just be like, because I can't do that. So I close my eyes to try to disprove what I am seeing. I reopen my eyes to find that I am not in my family room anymore. Whoa, what happened? It's not like I told you the premise of this before I started. What? Where am I? I am so confused. Did I pass out or something? Was I daydreaming or actually dreaming? Or neither? I just need to sit down. Wait, that smell. So familiar. So salty. Like my personality. The sound, so peaceful and relaxing. Why are all these fragments? I'm trying to be so artsy and I'm like, my soul is being crushed. Ah! If I'm still in frame, this is really awkward. The feel of sand, the sight of exotic dolphins jumping in the wave. That salty taste. That can only mean one thing. I'm at the beach, but which one? I stand up and sprint to the nearest exit so I can figure out where I am exactly. As I approach the exit, there's a sign that says 9th Street. Oh yeah, I remember this sign. Last year we visited my grandparents who lived on this island. We all came to the beach to family bond and stuff. I remember entertaining little kids by pouring a bucket of sand on my head. Side note, that was actually based on a true story My ex-best friend and I, we were at this local lake near our house, and for entertaining children, we poured sand on our head to get them to laugh at us because I wasn't funny enough for them, and I wanted to make them laugh because I needed to boost my self-esteem, so I poured sand on my head. The sand didn't come out for like 3 months, so children, side note, never pour sand on your head. It wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done, that's true. I still find the occasional grain of sand in my hair from that incident. Okay, it said it was like a year ago in this timeline, right? Oh, there's sand in my hair after a year. Is that really accurate? I'll never live that one down. True. Truth. Honesty. I just walked back to my original spot in the sand. I'm gonna enjoy this beach day while it lasts, and then I'll worry later about finding my way home. When I returned to my spot, I noticed something strange. My great-grandmother's necklace lying in the impression of my body in the sand. Okay. I grab the necklace and hold it close because even the nicest of people's time ends. That sentence is worded so awkwardly like She died nearly a year ago, but I try not to thin about it. Typos, man. Because I want to be positive and make the most out of my life. I'm weird. In reality, I am positive when it comes to everyone else, but I'm like, hey, you can do it. You got this in your blood and your soul. Motivation, man. I spread the positive vibes to them. That leaves me with no positive vibes for myself. See, I'm such a giver. Or just have really low self-esteem. Probably the second thing. My train of thought is broken by a yell that says, "Come on, Jill!" I turn around to find my sister, Miranda, pulling somebody who looks exactly like me off the beat. So I got a trippy situation happening here. I also see my parent, grandparent, and brother leaving too. "Come on, Miranda. I can walk myself." The girl who is the perfect replica of me replied. "Fine." My sister told her in a soft tone. Ew, that sounded sweet. While looking at her feet. Am I being replaced? I can't. I mean, nobody can be exactly the same, right? This girl was exactly like me, physically and mentally. How do I know she's mentally like me when I heard her say one sentence? 7th grade logic of Jess. Am I oh, this girl is I know she looked like me physically because I look exactly like her. I even have the same scar on my arm that I got from having this girl, Tiffany, trip and follow me. I love how I named some bratty girl Tiffany. Ooh, that's great. Her tooth went into my arm and I was bleeding a lot. Her tooth? What, was she just like, it's loose, man? And then it fell out and then she was like, oh, it wasn't a molar. I'm not gonna get any money for this because, you know, she's a priss. So she throws the tooth, jabs into the arm, and then blood, and then scarred. I love how my mind goes directly to this and plays a scene in my head. This is why I don't have friends. The sad thing was that she didn't get hurt. This is so passive aggressive, okay? Because this reminds me of the time when I had to get stitches. I was playing Capture the Flag. Basically, the gist. I think I was bitter about it, and I was like pushing it in on my story. Cause you know, putting myself in my work is betrayed. Tiffany probably has like really hard teeth or dentures. Hey, it's a possibility. Anyway, she's also mentally like me because I always tell my sister to leave me alone and that kind of thing. One time I told her to take a hike and she actually took a hike. I tried to be funny and that was really not. We had to call the police nearby because we couldn't find her anywhere. We found Miranda in the nearby woods in a tree. Because the bitch was like, okay, I'm gonna take a hike. Look, there's a tree, I'm gonna climb it. She was too scared to get down, so we had to call the fire department. She was even more scared to get onto the ladder with the firemen. She's such a babe. Well, she's only 7 and knows like nothing yet. When you're 7, you know a lot. You remember stuff from when you were 7. Like, let's be real. Let's be honest here. Miranda also tattled on me and told mom that I told her to take a hike. I tried to explain to my mom that I was being sarcastic, but she didn't buy it. I got grounded all because of her. This is like really dramatic and bitter and like pointing the finger at everyone else. I don't like this main character. She is a bitch. What a bitch. And if she's based on me, then I guess that I am. I accept it. I accept my reward as a terrible human being. Everyone. I need to know who my twin is and how to get her out of here. Are they still here? Miranda keeps dropping all of her sand toys so I could catch up to her. I sprint after her feeling as light as air. For some reason, when I said as light as air, I thought of like that line from Horton Hears of Who where he's like, I'm as light as a feather. Does anyone else remember that? I think that's just me. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'll stop talking. I finally reach her, breathing the heaviest that I have ever in my whole life. Miranda! I said breathlessly. How do I get out of her? These typos are so bad, especially. I think that is the end of me. I think I'm broken. And who is my clone? I wait for a response. I look up to realize that my sister wasn't there. I'm starting to panic. I so know that you would do the same thing if you were stranded and didn't know where to go next or how to get home. I just stand here looking at my great-grandmother's ring, looking for hope. I notice something sticking out from under the diamond. It looks like a really old paper. I pull it out. There's something familiar. There's this very familiar handwriting. The note read, secret code. If you can figure out my secret code, that's cool. Okay, this is interesting, I think a lot. I've seen this somewhere. I remember what this is. My great-grandmother used to always write notes like this and tell me that when I'm older, she will tell me how to interpret it. I think my mother might have told me when I was around 10 how to interpret the numbers. I should unscramble the street name and go from there. 30 minutes later. That's it. Here's the answer to most of my problems. No, actually, that's just the answer to the current problem. She has a lot of self-issues going on. The street name is Claudius Road. I should be able to get the information that I need now. I better start walking. As I leave the beach, I have a really strange feeling. A feeling that I'm being followed. As I'm walking, I find that each time I take a step, I hear a loud noise behind me, such as the sound of a nearby trash can clink or the shuffle of feet against the pavement when nobody is around. My natural instincts tell me that someone is definitely there. I can sense it. I'm 99% sure of it, but usually when I'm sure of something, it never happens. There it is again, same noise. Gets to a person after a while. Look, I say in a harsh tone. I can't stand whoever is following me. So show yourself already. It felt spectacular to say that, but there was no response. Fine, if you won't show yourself, I'll give you 10 seconds to run away, and I won't be looking. If anyone were to say that, the person stalking you still would not run away. Like, what kind of threat is that? I'll give you 10 seconds and I won't look. Okay, I start to count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As I open my eyes, I see a familiar figure around the corner. And that is where it ends, everyone. That was chapter 1 of Beyond the Frame. I have 5 chapters written from a long time ago. If you like this and you like me commentating on this really, really bad, cringy attempt at a novel that I tried to write, please let me know. Anyway, I hope you like this video. If you like my terrible sense of humor and me being self-deprecating, you can give me thumbs and you could subscribe if you feel compelled to. Bye, guys. And like my YouTube channel. Give me promo because I'm bad at doing that myself. Hold on to your life and lost. I'm an innocent child. La 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 la.